taking your expertise and using it in the next chapter of your life. Your expertise is certain information that you've learned along the way that you haven't shared with anybody else. And you've used that to add to your skill, to add to your understanding, realizing there's some shortcuts that you can take in your life. Take, for instance, you have a brain tumor, and that brain tumor is needing to be operated on. Are you going to take just the referral from the doctor that found out that you had a brain tumor? Or are you going to do your own research? And during your research, you find out that there's some people that haven't updated their credentials, or at least they haven't put it on their website. At least for me, I would not allow them to cut on me until I knew exactly everything there is to know about that operation that I'm going to take. What am I going to do? You've made a new decision. It's like having your brain operated on. What research are you going to do? What are you going to do differently? You are an expert in your field. And what are you going to do with it? You have to ask yourself these questions. There's 4 of them. Is your expertise relevant in today's society? Have you kept up with the times? Have you put on your resume what you have completed and how relevant you are when you come to a point to let people know what kind of expertise that you have? What are you going to do? Number 2, what are you going to do to help yourself look forward? Something to remember. No matter what happens to you in your career, if you choose to take another direction in your career or update your career, if that's really what you want to do, or you go a complete different direction in your life, these are the things that make sense in a person's life. You have the knowledge, you have the skill, you have the understanding. And simply what expertise is simply knowing information that other people don't know in the same industry, which makes you more valuable to that person, to that corporation, or even starting your own business in that industry or a similar industry. You can take these things and you can use it for your next chapter in your life. Number 3, it says that you have to have 10,000 hours to become an expert in any industry. And there's people that have passed that milestone in their lives. There are those people that have decided that another direction that they want to take. I remember reading in a business magazine an article of this executive that decided to take a vacation in Mexico. He didn't go to one of the fanciest places. Matter of fact, he didn't want to go where there was a lot of people. He was kind of peopled out. He was tired. They needed to have some time to themselves. During that 10 days vacation, they learned to snorkel. They learned how to wind sail and surf and even scuba dive. And as they come to the end of their 10-day vacation, they realize something. They realize what they were returning to wasn't really what they wanted. A very lucrative position within a corporation. And other corporations were calling to see if they wanted to go to work for them. When we have those things that happen to us, they decided to go a different direction. They had the skill, they had the knowledge, they had the intuition, they even had the expertise, because in order for them to do what they wanted to do, they had to have connections beyond their career. They were in finance. And there was a little beach cove down the road that was for sale. And since he had background in finance, he was able to figure out how to pay for that little cove. And since he had a background in different areas of inventory, he knew where to get the equipment. And since he had the background in marketing, he knew how to market. He took those things that he already had and made them relevant to what he wanted to do. There's a couple different things that will happen if you decide to do something completely different that sounds crazy, but it's something that you really want to do. Then do it. Since you have what it takes to continue in this direction, continue on. They began a new chapter in their lives, a completely new direction. And at the end of that article, there was a picture of them standing in their grass hut doorway, smiling and waving, because they were doing what they wanted to do. Number 4, modification. You have to modify your life. And when you begin to modify your life, you get some things that are a little bit different in your life. And when you take that modification, and maybe you're modifying your whole life, or maybe you're modifying your career, maybe you're modifying what you want to do for the rest of your life. It's like a guy I saw bring home a project car. It was a T-bucket. And he put it in his garage, and over the next few months, he worked on it. He took some parts off, added new parts. He took the engine out, rebuilt it. He did everything that he could to try and modify that car. And one day, he rolled it out of his garage with brand new wheels, brand new tires. It looked kind of the same, but wasn't. This is something that we have to take a look at in our own lives. When we begin to modify, it's the same thing. You'll have people that are going to try and tell you you're crazy, because they don't want to be left behind, because you looked forward. And when you looked forward, you made some decisions that don't make sense to some people. Take what you have, modify. And with all these things that we just talked about, there was one reason why you did it. You did it to look forward, make new decisions, answer the question, what happened? But one thing came out of it. And that one thing that came out of it was purpose. My name is Ron Ruby, and I enjoyed doing this study with you. And if you enjoyed it, leave me a message, maybe some comments. Subscribe to my channel. And you have a very nice day.